Welcome to another episode of the Glitch Podcast, where we talk about games, movies, TV shows, anything nerd associated with nerds. If you can see to my left is your... What the hell? What is...
I don't know. It's so funny.
I don't know.
It was
what's
like
so
to
funny.
my left,
Trying
and
to
then it was
introduce
like,
me. Shut the
we got a camera in front of us now, so it's really hard for me to determine my left from my right. So I don't know which one's which.
I'm to your left.
Anyways,
like to my left, and it was like, that's going right, dude.
anyways, to my left
Yes.
is Andy and Joe Levi. Joe is a retired character from Game of not Game of Thrones.
Hey, I'll take that.
You got killed off by Martin.
Yes, okay, you can be a retired character of Game of Thrones.
Sweet.
Andy is the I'm smarter than you guy, and then to my right is a character straight from Red Dead Redemption. Is our new addition to the show, Brandon. Hey, what's going on, Brandon?
Ow.
Sorry.
God.
That was really loud.
That was loud. That was one of my loud
It's like
claps.
right near the mute.
I'm just going to bring the mixer.
So, everybody, welcome Brandon. He's going to be joining us on the podcast from now until the end of time.
Yeah.
First on our docket of things today is obviously just welcome you guys. Talk about Brandon being on the show.
Let's talk about it.
Brandon's going to be taking care of mostly our Xbox stuff and occasional PC things. And we've kind of moved a few things around. Joe's going to take care of some Wii stuff as well as Xbox. Andy is specifically going to be on PC.
Yep.
And since I just got the PlayStation 4, obviously I'm going to be sticking with PlayStation stuff. So any questions regarding all of those things, direct it towards one of us.
Yep.
If it's Xbox, you know.
So,
who to do
Wii
it to.
U, PC, PS4, Xbox One.
Cool beans. All right, next up, Bloodborne. Just came out this past week. It makes me so mad. It's one of the hardest games I've played. I have never played Demon Souls, and I've never played Dark Souls. So it is a fresh... I have a fresh take on it. Brandon's already getting bored, obviously. It's good. It's a really good game. Graphics are amazing. Gameplay, from what I hear, Demon Souls and Dark Souls is really, really slow. So this is, to me, it feels like an action-adventure game for the most part. It's really hard trying to get used to dying all the time and feeling like a failure. But other than that, I really like the game. It's got a lot to build off of, I think, for gaming. And I think a lot of people are really upset with the load times, but honestly, I have really not experienced that, everybody's saying like 40 seconds of waiting for the game to load. I honestly have timed it, and I've waited maybe 10 seconds at the most.
Like when? When would it?
Like when a
If
level
you
loads?
Yeah,
if you die, you get taken back to the starting point of the level.
And
You have to
everybody
start in-
repopulates, right?
Right, everybody repopulates, and you start there. And that's whenever the loading screen happens. And people say it's like taking 40 seconds, it's taking forever. It's really not taking that long. And I think that they do that. The loading screen takes a little bit longer so you can think about what your next move is going to be. A lot of the time, when I was playing and I would die, I'd go back to that spot, and I would, if it took me right back there, I wouldn't know what to do. I'd have to stand there for a couple seconds anyways and try to think, which route am I going to go this time? Who am I going to attack first? Should I attack them, or should I just run past them and come back later? What should I do? So I think that it's not bad, to add it a little bit longer, but some people are upset about it, so...
I think they said they're going to patch it anyway.
Yeah,
So
well,
make
they
the load time
just
shorter.
released a patch to update it, so we'll see if that changes anything.
I'm
But
sure
as
it
far
will.
as the game goes, I mean, it's really beautiful, graphically made, and I don't know if it ever comes out on PC,
It will.
which we will talk about later. If it ever does, definitely get it for that, since all four of us are.
I've only heard good things about it, honestly.
Yeah.
People just raving about it.
Yep. That's all I've heard too.
It sounds a lot like Dark Souls, though.
Did you play Dark Souls?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Me and
it's
Joe play Dark Souls.
from people that I've talked to that have played Dark Souls, they say that it is a lot. It's a lot like the Dark Souls series, but it's a different era. Like it's not wizards and dragons and whatnot.
Right.
It's completely different. The monsters are completely different, and the setting is completely different. Like it's a gothic age and everything. So it's a different game. It's a different setting, but it's sort of the same gameplay, just refined a little bit.
So, for people that don't know anything about the game, because I've never played it, I've never played Dark Souls. What's it about?
I mean, the game itself, you wake up and you're waking up during the middle of a blood transfusion, and the blood vials, you get blood vials, in which is what your health is, and you have to it's basically like you're sticking a syringe in your leg every single time to regain health. What you're doing is you're a hunter, and it's like this annual thing to where like they have a hunt festival type thing, and you go out and hunt monsters.
Okay.
And you're just trying to hunt as many monsters as you can. And there's like the main enemies in the game are like these weird zombie other hunter, they're called the other hunters or whatever, but I don't know how to explain them. They just look really weird.
Is it open world?
I mean, there's a certain level design, so it is open world. Like you can move wherever you want to, pretty much.
Right.
But I mean, there's certain places that are blocked off that you have to go a certain route to unlock it.
Right.
Like there's gates and devices that you have to unlock, and to where you can move about the map. But
So is it more like a hack and slash, or is it more like Dragon Age, or?
Yeah, I mean, it's a mix of those RPG elements from Dragon Age, and it has that hack and slash thing. Like that's primarily how you're going to be attacking your enemies, is with you have a gun, which separates it from all the other games that have come out. You have a gun now that you can use, and then you also have a blade or a melee type weapon, and those two primary things is how you fight. The gun is kind of to slow down your enemy to be able to attack them, but I mean that's pretty much what it is. You have you get kind of what they call the souls thing, in Dark Souls and Demon Souls. You get those to upgrade your character and to get higher strength, higher speed, that sort of thing. So it's got those RPG elements into it as well, but it's definitely more action oriented than the last couple games from the series from Software. So
So you'd recommend getting it?
Oh, I definitely recommend getting it. I don't plan on trading it anytime soon. It's one of those games that you feel so rewarded whenever you defeat another boss, or you defeat even a mini boss. I can't tell you how many times I fought this one boss, at least 15 or 20 times, and I kept dying right at the last second. It made me so mad. So when I finally beat him, I was in the bedroom with Brittany. She was asleep, and I had to scream because I beat it. I was like, yes! Woke her up and scared her half to death. But yeah, it was good.
Cool.
I would definitely recommend getting it.
Cool.
See, games like that are hit or miss for me. Like Shadow of Mordor, I didn't like it.
I didn't like Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah.
And people gave it such...
Yeah, a lot of people loved it, but
just
to me,
didn't.
it just got boring after a couple hours.
Yeah. It seemed too monotonous for me. You're doing the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's go fetch this quest, beat this guy, and
So
then you're
it's
done.
not like that.
Yeah, it's not like that. I mean, and primarily it's because of the difficulty level. I think you're not really given an objective. You go right into it. The very first sequence of the game, you get killed. You can try to fight the monster, and you can go around him and not fight him, but they reward you for fighting it, and you die, and you go to your little your save space or whatever, to where you can upgrade your character, and they have your weapons that you can get from them. So right off the bat, the game is telling you, be prepared to die, because it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And it's really, I think it's a whole lot different than, I would say it's way past Shadow of Mordor as far as quality.
You know what game I want to see come out? A new one, Devil May Cry. I don't know if y'all played them.
Yeah. Yeah, I did play. They had a newer one.
released
Yeah, on 360 and PlayStation 3.
I think
Not-
they
just not
released the
next gen.
first They like redid the first Devil May Cry recently, and it's out for.
Check that out. Then.
Yeah, it's out for the 1 and the PlayStation 4. Yeah.
No way.
I'm not kidding.
You're kidding.
No, I will look it up right now.
Google it.
Devil May Cry.
It makes me want to go back and play Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Because I got frustrated with it after a while, and I was just like, forget it. I stopped playing it, but it makes me want to go back and try it again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, that's the
Is that the recent one that they just did?
Yeah, that's the one that was on the 360.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know they had it.
Kind of like how they did with Tomb Raider.
Yeah, the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool though. I didn't even know.
Okay. I haven't played any of the. I think I've tried playing Devil May Cry 3
They're
or 4.
Really fast.
I think it was 4. Yeah, it's really fast paced. But I didn't get through it all.
Did y'all ever play Ninja Gaiden?
I did.
Yeah, that was good.
Jeez, man, that game was hard.
That was a good game. So yeah, that's my take on Bloodborne. Any games you guys have?
I'm playing a new game on PC.
What are you playing?
It's called Apotheon. I haven't finished it yet, but it's basically it's like a Greek story, and you play as like this mortal who becomes a god, and you have to throw down the gods of the Greek gods like Apollo and Athena and stuff like that. And the cool thing about it is the art direction is like a pottery piece.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, like it's maybe we can post some pictures after a while, but it's like a piece of pottery that moves. It's really cool. It's really unique. It's like Metroid. If you play the old Metroid games, it's like that.
Side-scroller type thing.
Yep, it's really cool.
But like the story, how is the story?
It's okay. Like it's one of those. It's kind of like God of War. It's like one of those revenge stories.
It sounds like it's not like the artistic style of it doesn't sound like God of War. But when you told me the story, I was like, God of War.
Yeah, it sounds a lot like God. It plays pretty well though. It plays like Metroid. But the story is very reminiscent of God of War games, but it's still pretty good. I'm still playing it now. Mm-hmm. I'm actually playing it on Steam, and I'm playing with my Xbox controller.
Would you recommend getting it?
It's like I think it was $15.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a pretty good buy. I mean, there's a lot of content, so I would recommend getting it. But I'm still playing through it, so I can't really give a definitive yes or no or wait. But
yeah,
that's just what I'm playing right now. I'm playing that, and I'm still playing Battlefield Hardline. So that's pretty good.
Cops and robbers.
Yeah, it's still pretty fun. Past couple of servers I've been on have been just awful. Like it's always either one team does really well and the other team does really awful because they don't play the objective. So I usually get stuck on a sucky team. But
what about virtual table tennis?
Man, I don't even play that.
Didn't you just
game's broken. It's broken. I'm downloading it. I'm deleting it right now.
So next we got The Flash. Latest episodes on The Flash. I haven't seen the most recent episode, but I don't care about spoilers.
So the last one you seen?
Last one I saw was when Barry goes back in time for the first time.
So pretty much, the one right at the end, it's like none of this shit that happened matters.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So he tries to, Harrison Wells tries to, like, he tells him, like, make sure you do everything exactly like you did. Yeah. And Barry's like, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to save everybody, and it ends up blowing up in his face.
Yeah, he immediately goes and does what he was told not to do.
Yeah, and it screws up.
Typical Barry Allen.
Yeah.
So now we have a new timeline, and Cisco's
alive.
Yeah.
For a second, I thought he was gonna.
I thought he was gonna die.
I was like, man, is he gonna kill him again?
What was I say? I thought at the end of not this last episode, but the episode before, whenever he was like working on the what you call it, the super generator, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Anyways, I thought that something was gonna happen to where Harrison Wells was gonna like push him into it, and he's gonna become Vibe.
I think it's gonna happen at some point. Yeah.
I thought that was how it was gonna happen. I got really excited because I was like, this is whenever it's coming. This is how it's going to happen. And I thought that Dr. Snow, same storyline, like she was away from Barry and away from everybody. I thought that was whenever she was going to, like, something was going to happen to where she was going to turn into Killer Frost. But, still have to wait.
He did tell him one thing that was weird. Wells told Cisco at the end pretty much the same thing that he told him before, because Cisco was like, I'm I'm leaving, because he ended up ratting out Barry Allen. He told what's his Captain Frost? Is that
Captain Cold.
Captain Cold? Okay, Captain Cold. He told Captain Cold who the Flash was, and so he said that he was going to quit working at Star Labs, and he took him back to the back and told him that if he doesn't have any children, but he was like a son to him, and he told him that in the last episode, right before he stuck his
vibrating
hand through.
That'd be an awful way to die.
That would suck.
Yeah. But,
it was like he was saying the same thing, but in a different context, as like a loving father, as opposed to like, I'm gonna murder you.
Yeah, he said it to keep.
It was
him,
pretty. It was really.
He said it to keep him around, not to kill him.
Yeah.
So let me ask this. I want to pose this question. Have you guys watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I have.
Not really.
I haven't kept up with it. No.
I watched the first couple episodes and I have stopped.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Same here. I watched when it first came out. I was so excited about it, and I watched I think the first 6 episodes, and then it ended up being one of those shows that just took up space on my DVR, and I never watched it.
Yeah.
They could have done a lot with it, but they didn't.
So.
But I've heard that it's getting good. I've heard
that it's getting better. If you keep with it until and follow right after the Captain America movie came out, it got really good.
Yeah.
And it was leading all up to that. I don't think people gave it a chance.
Yeah.
I still am not giving it a chance because I'm sorry, but I think DC is kicking Marvel's butt in
y'all
TV.
watch Arrow?
Yeah.
Oh god,
that show's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The CW, I give a lot of grief for teen angst and drama and stuff.
Well, Heart of Dixie's gone, thank God. The last episode ever was last night. Amber was about to cry.
Dude, I love that show.
Oh
You're
my
a kid.
god.
No, dude, that show's really good.
When I went over there last time to his house, dude, he was like, "Oh my god, like so and so is doing this," and I'm like, "Dude,
Kayla made me watch it
like
hardcore. Like she was like,
that show fucking blows, dude." Amber loves that show, and it sucks so bad.
So Kayla's been binge watching it on Netflix.
And you actually like it?
Well, I had to watch it because she was the only one, and so I got really invested into it.
I have a show. Oh, so you're invested?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a show like that, Parenthood, which is so stupid. Yeah. But Amber watches it, and I kind of got used to it. But Heart of Dixie, I couldn't, because they have these fake ass accents.
Yeah, that's true.
They're trying to sound Southern.
They are really, really bad.
Yeah, really bad, and it's just it's really corny. Yeah, it's corny.
Yeah.
And thank God the last episode ever was last night, because that shit got cut.
Now I gotta tell Kayla that she's gonna be really upset.
She's gonna start crying.
I'm excited.
Crap.
And then, but I'm excited about iZombie.
Oh yes. Yeah. If you guys watched it,
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh my gosh.
So the basis of it is, and you said there's comics, right? I never.
Yeah.
I never read it.
It was a comic for it was a TV show.
Yeah. So the TV show, pretty much she gets turned into a zombie at a boat party.
At a boat party?
Yeah.
At a boat party.
At a boat party. And she starts working at a morgue.
That's right.
Starts working at a morgue so she can eat brains. And it's wrote by the same people that wrote Veronica Mars. I don't know if y'all ever watched it.
Yeah.
It was a good show. So it's kind of got a detective theme like that. And she eats the brains, but when she eats the brains, she remembers things that the person that died. So like murders.
So she can solve cases.
Exactly.
Yeah, and she gets their abilities too.
And detective thinks she's a psychic.
Oh.
Yeah. So
they don't know she's a zombie.
No, only the guy that she works with at the morgue.
He caught her one day eating brains or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's.
We'll let y'all catch up before we get too far.
Okay.
But it's
that
one of those.
Good. That sounds interesting.
It is good.
It's a good take on the zombie genre because. And I talked about this earlier. Like, The Walking Dead is not a zombie. It's not a zombie TV show.
It's a drama.
It's a drama now.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, the whole Walking Dead people were like, oh, another zombie TV show is gonna be really crazy. It's the first thing that's ever did zombies on TV. But now you have The Walking Dead. You have the new thing coming out on Crackle, Dead Rising, Watchtower, which is basically.
Based on the
it's
video
based
game?
on the video game.
Oh.
Yeah. And what's really cool is you actually get to see the weapons that they use in the game in real life. That's about it. next, and then iZombie came out. iZombie has like a great take on it. Because you're not having like the typical. I guess it's not like your typical zombie show because the zombie can actually talk.
Yeah.
The zombie can actually like do stuff, and it's one of those things like how is this going to play out? You know. I think it's more interesting than any of the other shows that are associated with zombies out there.
I will say that I like The Walking Dead, but I agree with you that it's a drama because I really loved it through like the first, I think, 3 seasons. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it started sucking. Like, the show honestly sucks, but I'm so involved with the characters.
You got to know
that
exactly what happens.
I cannot not watch it. I got rid of cable and ended up having to buy Sling TV.
Oh, do you like that?
Dude,
Do you
it's
like it?
awesome.
Is it
Yeah?
Dude, let's watch that shit right now. Let me show. I want to show
Yeah,
you
because
all the
I've heard
channels.
a lot about it.
Let me give you a rundown of the channels. See, we're doing a review of Sling TV right now.
I was gonna say because like I saw it like it came out like as an Xbox app, so you can like
Oh, it's finally on Xbox now?
yeah, Xbox came
Okay.
out with it a couple weeks ago, or like a week ago, so you can watch things. I know it's like $20 a month, and you get like all these channels. You can add like upgrade to like a sports package and everything, but like
Yeah, so here's all the channels that you get. Basic: ESPN, ESPN2, AMC, Food Network, A&E, History, TNT, HGTV, whatever the hell that is, IFC, Disney Channel, don't know what that is, TBS, Travel, Adult Swim, Cartoon Network, H2, CNN, ABC Family, Lifetime.
Dude.
And then you can get Sports Extra, where you get every single
all the networks.
Yeah, like the SEC network if you want to watch real football.
Yeah, for $5.
I don't think the ACC even has a channel. If they do, it should be only for basketball. Definitely not football.
Man.
gosh. This is what we're getting into.
Yeah, that's what these podcasts are going to turn into. Clemson versus South Carolina.
Sports podcast.
Um,
First half's about video games. Second half, why Carolina sucks.
No, like Clemson. But yeah, it's pretty good. I only have the basic package for now.
Is it free?
No,
No,
it's
it's
$20.
$20 a month?
Yeah.
And
Cable.
From what I heard, the cool thing about it is that like, for like the TV shows like AMC, like okay, you missed The Walking Dead coming out on Sunday, but Monday like the episode is still gonna be on there for at least 4 days, so you can still catch up with it.
That's cool.
See, I haven't used it to that extent yet. I only watch live.
Yeah.
Like, I'll go to ESPN right now. Sports Center's on. Let's see.
And you can
How do you get
actually watch it.
HBO and stuff like that? Do you have to do like the HBO Go?
Yeah,
Yeah.
HBO Go, you'd have to do that.
Yeah. Now I tell you, they did release the Epics channels on here, so you can pay $5 extra and get Epics. But yeah, ESPN right now live.
Dude, that's crazy.
That's pretty
And
cool.
then you can cast it onto your TV if you want.
Yeah, or I have the app on my Roku.
Okay.
So
Okay, that's cool.
That's awesome. I might have to look
The
into it.
the only thing that I would be hesitant about buying, like, for me, I'm not gonna get Sling because I can watch, the majority of those shows. I don't watch AMC, so I don't watch The Walking Dead, but Hulu, I watch primarily like the shows that come on the main networks like NBC, ABC, CBS on Hulu, but like ESPN, I just have to watch ESPN app, so I can watch the ESPN games on there, but like the games that
yeah,
I mean,
'cause
like, during
sometimes
sports
you're
games, like-
blacked out.
yeah, and like during like sports games and everything, I would like to watch the stuff that's like on CBS right now or on Fox, but
Get you an antenna.
Yeah.
That's what I have.
Just
I
get an
have
HD antenna.
I have an HD antenna.
well,
and
I was
have
gonna say
Sling.
for like people that don't want to like invest in an antenna or anything, but they just want to use Sling, I think that's Sling's
Yeah.
next step is trying to get those networks to be put on their like packages and stuff.
I doubt they will.
I mean, I think we're progressively moving towards that. I think.
Cable TV's dying.
Okay, yeah, cable
Hell
TV
yeah.
is going to be dead. I think probably in the next 5 years.
You have so much original content coming out on all these different platforms like Crackle and Hulu and Netflix. and stuff.
Netflix, Hulu, yeah.
They're not gonna be able to keep up.
No, I don't think they're going to keep up. I think they're either not going to be able to keep up, or they're going to have to like lower their prices so people can like. Right now, I think
It's the only thing.
I talked to somebody that's paying for cable, and they're paying like $130
That's what I paid.
for cable and just
Cancel that shit.
like mediocre internet,
No.
like not like
Yeah.
decent high speed internet.
Oh,
Like
I paid
$130.
I paid
Like, that's-
$160 a month for cable and 10 meg internet. I canceled it, jumped up to 20 cancel the cable, jumped up to $20 on the internet, and I paid $45 a month.
See, that's where I'm at. I pay $50 a month for internet, and I'm able to watch pretty much everything that I want to watch that's on television, and be able to. I have to watch the ESPN app on the Xbox, so I can watch that. All right, so next thing that we got to talk about. I feel like this is going to be really, really torn. I think people are going to be really split.
I know it's coming.
I think really people are going to be split behind this. And I told Andrew this week that I wasn't going to say anything to him about it.
I kept trying to prod him.
Yeah,
to
he
say
kept trying to
something.
prod me to say something about this.
He'd never say anything.
But I said I wasn't going to say anything until the podcast happened because I wanted to make sure I had somebody on my side, and I don't think I'm going to. But, anyways, should exclusives like PlayStation 4, Xbox One exclusives, should they be able to go to PC as well?
Go ahead. No? Okay.
No?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Should
Rephrase the question.
Should PS4 or Xbox One exclusives be available on PC?
Like Bloodborne. There's Amazon France released. They posted on their website that Bloodborne was going to be on PC.
It's probably a typo.
It might be a typo, but they've also been right about all the other games that were coming out that were exclusives on PC.
Okay,
So
my thing is, what makes the PC any different than any other platform of gaming? Because if you say something is exclusive to Xbox and I buy an Xbox, I'm gonna be pissed off if that shit comes
that's
on
what I'm
PC
saying.
as well. It's not truly an exclusive if it's on multiple platforms.
And
Right.
the other thing with the PC is that you can get new games that come out on the PC for like way cheaper than you can get.
There's more
So it's not fair.
There's more content available on PC, and the number of people who play PC games as opposed to any other console is a lot higher.
Yeah.
There's more PC gamers than anything. So why wouldn't they release stuff on PC? Because they want to make more money.
I'm not
But
saying.
my
not
question
release
is,
it.
how many of those people though are playing different games?
In my eyes, someone that plays games on PC are not a casual gamer.
They play like a specific game from what
And
I understand. They're not like you. I'm not saying that.
and they put in a lot of hours.
Yes, and you're a well-rounded gamer in my personal opinion, because you play a whole bunch of everything, and you give
Keep it coming.
you give everything a shot. Now here's the thing about PC gamers, because you told me this week that PC gamers are a lot different than everybody else, and you're correct in that. And you're not a PC gamer. You're a well-rounded gamer. I don't want you to think that's a bad thing, but PC gamers.
He sold his Xbox
Right.
as a PC gamer.
I have a Wii U,
are-
so
that doesn't redeem you.
I'm a PC gamer.
But PC gamers, and no offense to them, they are very dedicated people. And it's just like people that are just on the PlayStation, just on the Xbox. PC users play that one specific game. Or those two specific games.
I don't know.
I knew a guy that played only League of Legends. He would not touch any other
Yeah,
game.
I know a guy
That's
like that
all
too.
he played.
Okay. Yeah, so you got people that play those type of games like World of Warcraft and all of those games, but a lot of PC gamers play the games that we would play on a console,
And they play it on
and
PC.
they play it on a PC as well. They play a bunch of different games. Like the guy I work with, Nate, he plays literally any game that I play on console, he plays it on PC as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But and
Here's-
Steam makes that a lot easier. He showed me his library. He's got hundreds of games.
Exactly, and that's
But-
that's the point I was going to try to make.
But here's the thing about Steam. Steam realizes that console gaming is going to be like you have to have a console to play, because they have a console that they're coming out with.
They're trying to get into that market. They're trying
Yeah.
to. They're trying to.
Because it's
take
a big
people away
market.
from
Because I think it's a big market, but I also think like let me
deny that.
ask you this: Sunset Overdrive for the Xbox.
Okay.
That was a fun game.
Very
That game on PC.
Unless you have a controller, it's not really going to work.
Exactly.
But then you have a controller.
But
But I'm saying is why would you go and put it on PC then get a controller when you could just do the Xbox?
Because I don't have an Xbox.
Because you sold it.
But I'm saying I don't have an Xbox. I have a PC.
All right. Let me ask you this: why did you get the Xbox? What made you get the Xbox?
So I could play with y'all.
Okay.
for me, I've always played Xbox.
That's why I got an Xbox, because Brandon had an Xbox. So I was like, oh, well, I got somebody to play with. So I got an Xbox. And then y'all got an Xbox.
But then you sold your
And I
Xbox.
sold-
Make us look like douches.
Because you weren't,
Yeah.
but you wouldn't have been able to play with us then.
Because I want access to. Dude, I got like so many games in my Steam library that I'm not playing or anything.
Mhm.
I want access to all those games plus newer games that are coming out at a higher resolution, a better frame rate.
Yeah, that's something.
And I want to be able to mod old games. Like right now, I'm playing modded Skyrim.
Mhm.
It's like a completely different game when you mod
But
it. It
that's-
gives you a different experience.
That's the thing. Like, you have exclusives with consoles, and that's cool. But then you can mod stuff on the PC, and
then
that's cool.
And you also got PC exclusives.
So I think exactly. So
But you
I
have
think
people
it's a
that
good
you
balance.
have people that can mod the Xbox too. I mean, it takes a lot of work, but you
Yeah.
can do it.
Like mod games in the Xbox?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. I mean, it's proprietary. They're not going to let you in there to do anything with it.
No, I mean, you've never heard of like people modding their Xbox?
I've heard of people modding like the
console.
console, not the
console.
games.
Yeah.
Not like
Is
adding
that
on.
is that what you
something.
mean? What? Sorry, I was texting. I'm being rude.
He's
But
polite.
but did you when you say mod, are you meaning like
I mean, they're
in
able
a
to
couple
like,
in a couple years you buy you a new graphics card? Is that why you like PC? Is that what you mean?
No, I mean, okay, so for instance, I'm playing Skyrim right now. Now, you can play Skyrim vanilla, which means, all the original content that Bethesda came out with.
that
Yeah.
came out with, yeah.
But then you also have an online community of guys and gals who play Skyrim who add different things to it. So for instance, right now I'm playing where it's a certain mod on Skyrim. It's called Frostfall, and it introduces hypothermia and stuff, so you can't like stay out in the cold that long or you'll freeze to death. Like stuff like that
Yeah.
would be a cool addition to the game. You don't have that, and so people can add that stuff to it and make the game a completely different thing than what it was before.
Yeah. When
So
they
you have-
released the game on PC, they also gave like a map editor and like stuff where you can mod stuff.
Yeah.
And make your own stuff. Like you can make your own quests, like full-fledged quests.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I'm different because I work in IT. I'm around computers all day. When I get off work, if I want to play a video game, the last thing I want to do is get behind a computer.
Yeah.
That's true.
I want to get on a console. It's what I've always done, and I think the future will be somewhat of mobile gaming, some type. Maybe not for.
I think it's gonna be a mix of the two almost.
Yeah, it will. And speaking of that, the Nintendo thing, y'all talked about it last time, and so what do y'all think Nintendo's direction is with that? Why do y'all think they're going to release them to mobile? Do you think it's good or bad?
Well, I think they're trying to reach the fan base that they built with the Wii.
Right.
Which is a wider fan base than the hardcore gamers that originally played it.
You got to think about when Nintendo first came out. That was what everybody played.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
You either-
hardcore gamer, like
So
everybody.
you either had Nintendo or Atari, and Atari was like old news. So you had Nintendo,
Yeah.
and that was it. And then Sega came out, and then you started to steadily have that transition of people going to something more.
And then what happened with Sega?
And Sega, bye bye. Now they just make video games.
And what's happening with Nintendo?
I think they're just trying to catch up, honestly.
And they're still there.
I'll give you my opinion. I think Nintendo is realizing that they're making a mistake by keeping their games only to themselves, and which is the same thing that Sega did. And the reason I think they're going to bring these games to mobile because they know they can make so much money off of them as apps or mobile gaming, and just to start something, and then this console, the NX or whatever they're calling it, this could be like a last straw for them if it doesn't work.
It could be.
Yeah, I mean,
This
I
could be
honestly
it.
think, and then they might release their games on other consoles, because the fact of the matter is, somebody's not going to spend $300. I think that's how much Wii U. Somebody's not going to want to spend $300 so their kid can play Mario. What they're going to do is they're going to go buy an Xbox One so their kid, or PlayStation, so their kid can play all of these games.
Yeah.
And it's just a better deal.
I think what they're trying to do with the NX is have a console to where it can play other games like third-party games. I think
Yeah.
I mentioned this last
Yeah,
time.
they
I
should.
think I think it has to do with the developers too. Like the developers, some of them like
Well, do
they don't
business.
want to put it out on Wii yet because they know that there's not a lot of Wii users out there as opposed to Xbox and PlayStation. Like Watch Dogs, they didn't release the Wii version until like 6 months later.
But if it was me, and this is just like a gamer's perspective, if they came out with a new console and it was better than Xbox One, better than the PS4, and it had Mario on it, dude, I would sell my Xbox One and everything.
Same
and
here.
just get-
If you could play the same games.
exactly.
Yeah, if they
Plus
released,
has access to the Nintendo games.
Right.
yeah,
Exactly.
and
yeah.
they started, the the Wii U, they did have like Call of Duty and stuff for a little bit, but they quit.
Yeah.
They quit
Because the hardware's not powerful.
Yeah.
No,
Exactly.
it's not powerful. It's enough to keep like that stuff like. I mean, the best looking game I think on the Wii U is Mario Kart.
Yeah,
To
it's
be
pretty
completely
nice.
honest, I mean
It looks
Mario
good.
Kart looks really good. I mean, you could say Bayonetta looks
Bayonetta
pretty
2
good,
looks
but
too, yeah.
the best looking game is, I mean, the games that they create themselves, like Pikmin, Mario Kart,
Wind Waker HD.
Wind Waker HD, like all those games that they make themselves, not these third party games, because these third party games,
They're just ports.
they're exactly. I don't think that they really know the
How
ins
to.
and outs of how to make it look that good on a Wii U.
How to use the gamepad.
And I would
Exactly.
agree with that.
So
Yeah.
I think that Nintendo moving to the mobile gaming is going to give them more revenue and more money to expand, their reach to other games.
Yeah, they have to do something.
I think that's where they're primarily going to get their most money from. It's not going to be from the Wii U. It's going to be from that mobile gaming to be able to play like the first Super Mario right from your phone, like
Without having an emulator or anything
without
like
having
that.
to have an emulator. It comes from Nintendo, so you know it's good, and you know there's not going to be any bugs. You can actually save your game.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'd do that.
10 ducks out of 10.
yeah.
$10.
The only thing with
Dude, we gotta play
the only
Super
thing with
Smash
that is what are they going to do with the Nintendo 3DS?
I-
Do you think?
I want a
I think that's
3DS.
part of their plan to like you have your phone, then you have your 3DS too.
Well,
But do you think they're going to integrate some of the 3DS games to the phone? Like, I mean,
no,
I can
I think
picture.
they'll
I
do
mean,
exclusives.
it's gonna be different. The phone, you're not gonna be able to get the same games on the phone that you get on the 3DS.
you're not going to be able to play like.
From what I've read and what I'm understanding about this NX project, is they want the games on the 3DS to be able to be cross-platform with their
Wii.
NX console. Yes.
Or the Wii, yeah.
Yeah,
Kind of like
whatever
what they're
you call it.
doing with Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
yeah,
want
yeah.
it to be like that, and the phone will be separate. Like it'll be a stripped-down version of
Like-
Mario.
Like exclusives.
Exactly,
Just for the
yeah.
mobile
Okay.
phone.
So
like-
it won't
That's
be
what I-
something
Like
that
the 8-bit, 16-bit kind of
exactly.
games.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting from reading all of it, and I could be wrong.
That
Yeah.
sounds cool.
Yeah.
But
see, I really think that they could put like Super Smash Brothers as an app.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dude,
Infinity
if they
Infinity
did-
Blade, Infinity Blade and Infinity Blade 2 on the App Store on iPhone and 3, they proved that the iPhone or even the Android could take that much power to create a game.
what Nintendo needs to do, they need to pull a fucking Beyonce and release a Mario app at midnight, and not tell anybody they're about to do it.
Oh man.
That shit would
Yeah.
sell more than
It'd
Angry
blow up.
Birds,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
That shit would just blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do it, just like randomly.
Yep.
But yeah.
Do you think they'll have like any amiibo interaction with the phones?
No, I don't.
You don't think so?
I
mean, the
I mean,
NFC
how would they do it? The
well, the
Amiibo
NFC
would have to
techn-
be
Infrared.
Bluetooth, maybe.
Well, the NFC technology is there. Like you have it on
Yeah.
the Galaxies.
They can make an app where you can like put the amiibo on your
Yeah.
phone and it pick. Well, maybe I don't know.
I don't know about. Maybe you can like take it, not in a picture, but like
QR
you can like
thing?
scan it or something.
Well, like I mean, it works. Like it's gonna work the same way like the gamepad does. Like you have the exact same technology in the phone that you do in the gamepad, where you just scan it over, and it reads it. It's-
Interesting.
I mean, I think it would be kind of cool. Like if you could. It's how you can keep track of your amiibos on your
The
phone.
one thing I don't like about the amiibos is that you have to buy another one for another game. That's what I hate about it. Because
Yeah, it says it's
those
how
up
they-
there are just for
Super Smash.
Super Smash.
Well, not necessarily. You can use them in other
Yeah,
games
like
too.
my Mario one, I
I-
use on Mario Kart. Yeah,
can
like
use it, yeah.
certain things.
But
But
you
yeah.
but you get like, I see what he's saying. Like you can only use it Super Smash to where it actually can do things.
Right.
Like can actually fight.
But they released ones just for like Mario Party, for example.
Yeah,
That's true.
but I think it's Mario Party 10.
Have y'all played that?
No, I haven't played it
I
yet.
haven't played it yet.
But I mean,
Next
it's it's Mario Party 10, so it's like it's their 10th game in the Mario Party series. So I feel like they're probably like wanting to make it big, but they said that there's gonna be different amiibos, but you could play them on different or on different games and whatnot. I don't know as far as the Mario Party amiibos, like what you can play. I don't know if you can like use them in Super Smash or not. I'm not sure, but I know with Hyrule Warriors, I was able to use my Link that I have, and you could use him, and he'd get like specific power ups in the game. So, and you get certain costumes in Mario Kart.
Yeah,
for your
I still think it's a neat idea just to like have them collected too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah. All right. Last thing that we can talk about. We talked about this a little bit yesterday with each other.
And
the most annoying. You got something?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I wanted to hear what Andrew was talking about. He had to tell us about somebody coming into Branch yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Dude, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So this
Wait,
guy.
This has to do with the podcast?
No.
No. Okay.
This is different. I mean, this is completely off topic.
Wait,
but-
well, how about we
Let's
talk
do-
about what we have to talk about first?
Sorry.
Let's do
Sorry.
the
Yeah,
let's do
sorry.
the annoying.
All right.
All right. So we're gonna talk about the. I feel like 10 is too much, and I feel like there's just so many out there. So I want to do at least the top five.
Or we could just pick one from all those top
Yeah, we
four.
could.
Oh, dude.
The top 5
Ready yet.
most annoying characters in video games. Go.
Brandon first.
I need a minute. I haven't
Okay,
thought
Joe?
about it.
Alright.
I gotta look it up. I
Alright.
forgot her name.
Josh, go ahead. Oh no, I know who you're gonna pick. That's
no,
mine.
No.
Are you gonna pick? Wait, who are you gonna pick?
He don't remember.
I don't remember. Okay, well I'm gonna go. I'll go ahead and get. I'm gonna
Which
go ahead
one?
and say it. Mine is from a Nintendo series. Is this okay? Mine's from a Nintendo
Yeah,
series.
go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay.
go for it.
Mine is Navi.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
She's my top one. And
Is
she's
she-
so annoying.
If you look up any like top 10 annoying or always number one.
Yeah, that's what it is. All the time, it's
Squisher.
just like
I gotta pick up one.
Mine
man.
is from the Uncharted series from the PS3.
is it
Elena-
that, is it
The
that
blonde
girl?
one?
Elena Fisher.
Yes.
She is so
Oh,
annoying.
I did not like her.
Yeah.
And
that's
also, okay, I'd like to throw this one in there as well, since I took yours. Oh, it's not gonna work. Of course, it's not gonna work.
mine. Try it again.
Let's try this. Maybe not. Okay. That was not it. Nope, that's not it either.
Pikachu.
God,
Pikachu is annoying.
Oh.
You know who?
You
You know
hurt my
who
feelings
pissed
a
me
little bit,
off?
man.
And I can't remember exactly what Pokemon game this was, but fucking Snorlax, where he was sitting there, and then you get to him, and you can't get by, and you need to
You
get
have to
by him.
fight
Then
him?
you have to go find his flute
Yeah.
or whatever
Wake him
and play that shit to wake him up. And then I fucking killed him and couldn't catch him. It just that really pissed me off.
Yeah.
But that
I
was
would
only
say-
one game.
I would say any like Pokemon rival in any Pokemon game. Is
Oh, like
so
yeah.
annoying.
Oh, they were so. They were
The
jerks.
last one.
I like how you can name them.
You'd always want to name them something mean.
Did y'all
like
play 'em?
asshole.
Ass hat.
Yeah,
one
I played
always
the
name
last
one
one.
ass hat.
Was that Black and White?
Nah.
I played Soul
X and
Silver.
Y. X and Y.
Yeah,
that's
I
what it was.
played.
Sorry,
I had Y.
I didn't play it. No.
Yeah, I ended up giving my 3DS away, but
What's this? You giving PCs away?
I gave it away to a child.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
All right. You're forgiven.
Yeah. Josh feels bad now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go
It was
for
like, I
3DS.
gave it to a child.
Look, number
dick.
one, I looked up a list, and number one was the Duck Hunt dog.
Oh my
he's
god.
I don't like it. I hate that laugh that he does.
What?
I use
What
them in
was,
Super Smash Bros, so I can't talk that.
Another one, like when you're walking any random Pokemon in those Pokemon games, when you're trying to get somewhere and you're walking through the grass.
Rattata.
Yeah, and like
Oh,
a
yeah.
little weak
Level-
ass Pokemon pops
Level
up.
2.
Yeah, and you're
It's
like,
a cart,
damn.
man.
I'm just gonna put you out of your misery with my level 100 Mewtwo.
Yeah.
But it's just annoying because like you kill him and then it's done.
It's
and
done.
then
Yeah,
It's
and then
happens
you
again
take
and
one
you kill
step.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why you get that potion. You can just like walk
Hell.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, what's yours? Oh, you already said yours.
Yeah,
What
Lane
was
Fisher.
yours?
I
Navi, you don't have a second?
not really.
I
no.
gotta
I guess
say-
I'll go with the Pokemon one, the Rattata.
Yeah, that is a good one.
They're pretty bad.
Because
Rat-a-tat-tat-tat.
my other one that I think the other one that I mentioned to you guys is Natalia from GoldenEye. 007
Oh yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
on Nintendo
Definitely.
64.
Oh yeah.
Every mission that you would have to walk with her somewhere, take her with you, like in the jungle, or whenever it was in the complex and she was in the prison or whatever. Oh my gosh, she would just run into walls the entire time,
Yep.
and you'd be like, move, and you'd shoot her, trying to get her to move, and you'd see like the blood stains, whatever. She's like bloody and gory from you, not from any of the other like enemies in the game.
I'm sorry I had to do this to you.
Yeah, I wish you could have just played without her, or if like you killed her, it didn't matter because she was, I don't know, the AI that they put in her was, I think that was like Nintendo's like subtle.
I
We
got
think women,
I got one.
which is very wrong.
I got one.
They should have made her a lot smarter.
Ashley.
That's what I
Ashley
had to
from
say.
Resident Evil 4.
God.
The little girl that you have to protect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's always getting into shit.
Always, yeah.
Anybody that you have to protect, I think.
Yeah,
Like,
just
these most
across the board.
Most recently, like in Infamous Second Son,
Mm-hmm.
there was some people that you had to protect, but they were smart. I was really impressed that they were smart. Like the guys that work with you that have other powers in the game, they're actually pretty decently were able to help you. Like you could actually see them helping you.
Okay, can we do like a best villain from video games? Do you have or their most annoying villain?
Most annoying villain?
Yeah,
Most annoying
because I
villain?
think everything that we've, I mean, besides the Pokemon rival.
Dr. Robotnik from Sonic.
Man.
Yeah.
that's good.
He just looked weird and
Yeah.
creeped me out, and you could never see the other half of his body. 'Cause I didn't like that. Bowser.
I was about to say Bowser's mine.
Annoying? You
Yeah,
like?
he's always stealing my girl.
Bowser's
man.
a very nuanced character. I
Bowser.
think he's got a lot more going on behind the scenes than we think.
He's
I think
very
that'd be a
deep.
cool like Bowser game.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
That'd be
like
cool.
it explains his
reversed the
motivations
roles.
and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
cool.
pretty cool.
You have to like keep fighting Mario.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
So the guy won't leave me alone.
How about I don't think there's any one that you can list, but I think Brandon can back me up on this one. The Flood from the Halo series.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can back you up on that one.
The worst. The library level. Oh my God.
They were annoying.
Get out of
The,
here.
the most annoying ones are the little tiny ones.
Yeah.
Cause you guys have to
And
shoot
they run
Yeah.
away like.
Yeah.
like, oh shit.
I hate those. Oh, it's so annoying.
Yeah.
I can't
Cool.
think of anybody else.
Annoying. I don't know, dude. Annoying.
Annoying
villains?
villains. Come on. What about like Ganon from?
He's not really annoying.
I hate that man. He like spins around. And he's like.
Trying to think.
I like the
Anybody else?
villains.
Yeah, you're a villain guy.
Yeah.
You would be a villain.
He's the devil.
I can't think of anybody else.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering.
You hungry?
All
Dude,
right.
I'm hungry
All
too.
right. All right. So we are hungry. So we're gonna go get some food, and
This is it.
this is
This is
the.
the end.
This is not the end.
Well, this was the end of this
podcast.
segment, and then we're gonna do the build cast.
Yeah. Stay tuned for the buildcast.
Are we videoing that one, or are we just doing audio?
yeah.
Well, I think
Yeah,
we are.
might
Yeah,
as well.
Might as
Try
well.
to.
We are gonna video it. So stay tuned to the buildcast. It'll be coming up after we eat a lot of food, whatever it may be.
Watch Josh fumble with the screwdriver. It's gonna be fun.
That's not what the next segment is gonna be called.